Thank you very much, Madam Master Sermons, President of the YWCA and all the other officials of the YWCA, members of the YWCA, ladies, and the few gentlemen that are. Let me begin by saying how especially pleased I am to have you in Barbados on this occasion. You must have learned by now in the very short time that you were here that Barbados is the best place in the world to be. It doesn't take you very long to find that out. And that is why I was so disappointed when the speaker who preceded me could have committed the heresy of confusing Barbados and Trinidad. But I'm very pleased to have you in Barbados and also to be able to host you here this evening at Illawarra Court, the official residence of the Prime Minister of Barbados. There's always a first in a man's life. This is the first time in my experience as Prime Minister that on these premises I have been virtually trapped by so large a number of young women. That is not a complaint, just an observation. But I thoroughly enjoy your warmth, enjoy the fact that you are comfortable here in Barbados and that you can savor all that we have around here at Illawarra Court. The YWCA has made a mighty contribution to the development of women across the world. And that you are young women, Christian, and an association speaks volumes, of course, as to the sense of values to which you are committed. We live in a very difficult world nowadays. Sometimes it seems a very confused place. But for Christians, the world is not confused at all, because behind all of the seeming confusion, behind all of the seeming chaos, Christians know that there is a structure, something that is certain, something that has a definite shape, something that has permanence. And that is what gives Christians, young or not so young, the courage and the faith to go on.
What about the non-Christians?
Well, non-Christians have some problems because they do not see any permanence behind all the confusion that they see around them. They have to search for it and have to try to construct it. But it is important, of course, that you subscribe to a core of some set of values to guide your life as you try to thread your way through the very difficult times in which we're living nowadays, and through all the dramatic changes that are taking place around you. So I'm very glad that you're here in Barbados to reflect on the direction of your movement, of your association, and to reflect on the kind of direction which you want this association to take. Reflect on what you want, what kind of world you want to create for women across North America, across the Caribbean, or wherever else women can be found. And of course, that is in every part of the world. So here tonight we have people representing Afghanistan, we have people from Canada, we have people from India, we have, of course, from the United States, all over the United States, and of course here in the Caribbean. And what is of significance to an association like this is that even though we inhabit different parts of the world, we are held together by our common humanity, by our commitment to the improvement of the human condition, our commitment to make life better for people wherever they can be found. I hope that your deliberations here in Barbados will be productive, that you will leave Barbados, those of you who want to leave, feeling that it was worth it to be here to reflect on all the issues on which you will be reflecting as you deliberate tomorrow again, and as you would have done earlier in the day. Do not get so busy, of course, that you deny yourself the opportunity to see some of the delights that we have on offer here in Barbados. There are places in Barbados that you can go to see and that I'm sure you will enjoy. Because when you go back to your several places of habitation, I expect that you will tell the people back home that in coming to Barbados, you in fact enjoy a slice of paradise. And encourage them to come and see for themselves. Tell them not to walk by faith, but to walk by sight. So I know you haven't come here tonight to listen to any long speeches. You've been enjoying yourselves, interacting with one another, keeping me busy taking photographs. And I think that to that we should return. And I just want to wish you a successful conference. And I certainly want you to enjoy the remainder of your evening here. Thank you very much.
Mr. Prime Minister, I know that World Presidents just brought you a gift.
So it's our tradition in the YWCA to present gifts, regardless of how small they are. So allow me, please, on behalf of the World YWCA, to just present a small token of our appreciation for your hospitality and generosity tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You are now forgiven for confusing Barbados and Trinidad.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this function. I know you are supposed to be going back to your room, to the hotel. There's a documentary on Deborah. What's the name of it again? War and Pray the Devil Back to Hell. Right. So we all have an assignment back at the Hilton, and I want to say